Good evening, everybody. How are you? Please let us know who you are and where you are from. Type it in the chat, please. The Digmans are in the house and down the street. Good to hear everyone's happy. Hey, Carter from Las Tablas. Well, almost Las Tablas. South Carolina, how are you, Matt? Hey, Daryl, Greg, the Rutherfords, how are you guys? Hey, Maury, New York City. Teresa, how are you, Teresa? Ray, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland Guardians, really? They're doing good, great. Marilla and Merrick from Calgary.
Hello.
How are you? Who else is here?
Oh, Happy Thursday.
I still don't have the camera centered right. I'm sorry, guys. There we go.
We have a friend visiting from Colombia, and we just set him up in the back room to watch us live.
Is she watching us live?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that we're on YouTube over there.
Just a second delay.
Yeah. Steve, Heather, Ian. It's Oscar.
Oscar in the house. Jose Carlos.
Melanie Walton says hi. Hey, Melanie, when are you moving here? We keep asking you that.
Hey,
Come on, you got to get here
soon.
I know. Sometimes it's a few years for people.
We got
Sometimes
Catherine and Steve in the house from Florida. We're gonna see you guys soon.
Hey, Ted. Next year, great. Yahoo! You know, we got some people take our tours and they move here the following month, and then we got others. It's been 5 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all at your own time. Whatever you are looking for. So tonight, guys, we're back to a general Q&A. That means you can ask any single thing you want to know about Panama. Sorry. I have a dog up for adoption.
2 dogs.
It keeps, okay. So it keeps bugging me under my feet. And we will do our best to answer. Okay, are we almost ready? I'm getting comfortable.
Can you guys hear an echo? Neither of you hear it.
If no one can hear an echo,
as long as the guests don't hear it, that's the important part.
Well, we can close that door because I can't hear it.
No?
No, we're fine.
Okay, good. Slight.
You're okay, Rodrigo. No worries.
Should we close the door?
He's watching other videos.
Okay.
No, he's watching us. She said there's a slight. Oh, no, I
it's
go.
different.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Some people said yes, though.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Yes.
And then we're going to get started. So don't ask any questions yet, guys. Just please hold that. Well, actually, no, we're introducing ourselves. Everyone has said hello. Hello, everyone. And there's more and more people coming on. Oh, they're going to continue. So let's just get into the introduction, and then we'll start the questions right after that. You can ask the questions by typing in the chat, or if you want to say hi, just type the word live, L-I-V-E. We'll bring you into the studio.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Who's going to introduce? Megan, you're starting.
All right. I am Megan. I'm from Pennsylvania. I grew up near Philadelphia and then went to Penn State University, graduated in international development, and found myself here in Panama in the Peace Corps. At the time, I had no idea it was one of the #1 places to move to for North Americans, and I ended up doing a lot of really cool community development projects and found out, we got a "we are" in the comments. I love that. So I found out that there's all these major expat towns all over here and found out what expat means. And then met my husband, Oscar, and ended up staying here. Now we're all based in Boquete, although we spend time traveling all around the country. And I do a lot of the logistics and operations for the company. So if you do come on tour with us, I'll help make sure that you're ready for your tour with us. And then if you decide to move here, we're going to work with you, do video calls with you to make sure that you're ready for your move too. So Rod has our website up and is just showing you a little bit of who we are, what we offer. We have our 7-day cross-country tour, which is really one of the best options. If you haven't been to Panama before, you get to see all of the biggest expat towns and learn about all of the big relocation topics, meet local expats, local experts, and really do your research, even learn from other potential new expats who are going to have questions like you do. So that's definitely one of the best ones we have. And then for people who know they love the Cherokee Highlands, we have our 3-day tour, which gives you all of the same things, but focuses just on cooler climate areas. And then we have our Panama Total Access Pass too, which is amazing for people who maybe don't want to do a group tour, or we don't have availability, or they're already here and know exactly where they want to be and just need a little bit extra move support. So whatever you guys need, we have it here for you.
Right on. My name's Rod Larrabee. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I moved here 14 years ago. In 2011, October 2011. So coming up 14. And kind of strange, but that guy there, I met 3 months later and he became my relocation guide. I didn't have anyone. I didn't know anybody here. And I was lost. I was in trouble, actually. I was ready to go back. I was getting ripped off and stolen from. It was just crazy. And I just went to ask for help, and everyone recommended one guy, and it was Oscar Pena. So I joined forces with him, and he fixed all my problems. We became business partners shortly thereafter, and here we are today. That's 14 years gone by, buddy.
I know, right? Crazy, 14 years ago.
So, like Megan explained to you, our packages, and one issue we have right now, it's, sure, it's a great thing for us. It's not a great thing for you guys. We have one spot for a single available between now and the end of March. And then there's only one spot in March too. So our tours are very popular and they sell out fast. Definitely get on our backup list. Like, you can go through our site. I'll send you that link and stuff so you can, if you want to come on our tour. But if you want to move to Panama within the next 6 months to a year, you need to get something. And it's not a second. The Panama Total Access Pass is really, it's for people who don't want to go on a tour, who want to do it at their own pace, or who want to, or can't get on a tour. Okay, you can always come on a tour down the road. We've had people that had been here before come on a tour just because to get to all the different locations. But the Access Pass consists of a members area, like a guide, online guide, that has every single contact you would need as part of the members area, whether it's from immigration to health insurance to real estate rentals to finding a vet for your dog. Okay, so all that stuff's in there. We get the book, the real hardcover book, shipped to your home. And it has all the theory behind the move in Panama, and it really teaches you everything about what you need to do before you get here and when you're already here. And you get these 3 people, you know who they are, to assist you in that move. So you buy the Access Pass, you get direct access to us, and priority emails will answer you within a few hours every day. It's not in the middle of the night, sorry, and not on Sundays. But
and remember, like, that in the members area are all your local guides, your bilingual guides, drivers, facilitators, and a one-on-one call with us or more, depending on which package you get. So if you want to try and do it, put together a relocation trip yourself,
a self-guided
we're going to support you
with
doing
our
that.
Guides.
And you're going to have local guides that can assist you too.
Now, our guides, they start about $180 a month for a month. $180 for a day tour of a specific area. Let's say you want to tour the beaches area of Panama, or the Las Tablas Pedicee area, or the Boquete David area. You can get that for as little as $100. Very knowledgeable guys, always bilingual, of course. And it's places where they've grown up in many times. And they will show you where all the services are and everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my plug for that. And for you people that want to come, let's have a race to the one spot for a single in the Cherokee Highlands Tour, October 26th. I put the link in the site. I believe you.
There you put the link.
There we go. Yeah, I put the link in the chat, and you can check us out. Okay, Oscar.
Oh, that's my turn. Oh, okay.
Finally, he said.
I am Oscar Peña. I'm originally from Cali, Colombia. I've been here in Panama this year 17 years. I arrived here in August 2009. Loving this country, very blessed and grateful for being able to build this family business with my amazing wife, my brother Rod. And it's just been a beautiful journey. I have a background in hotel tourism industry. That's what I was studying back in Colombia. I also have a background in mechanics. That's my family business growing up. And prior to this, I used to live in Costa Rica for 3.5 years. So I do have a little bit of knowledge of tourism, lifestyle, culture, and also because, well, my family are from North America. I do have a very right understanding about what it is, the culture, right? So I consider myself just the bridge between the two cultures, and that's what we do, making sure people learn, make sure people understand what it takes to be here in Panama, to settle down the expectations, and making sure you have the right expectations. Okay, because every single country in Latin America is a little different. So Panama is an amazing country. I love it here, and I'm always very grateful and very honored to be part of this and be able to show you this country to our peeps.
Perfect. Thank you for keeping that short, Oscar. That's unusual. It was way shorter than me.
Huh?
So, guys, let's get in there. Dive your questions into the chat, and if you want to, please come meet us and come on the weekend. You have to share your mic and video. We will ask you to, and type in live and let us know.
Check out the
questions
first question.
Okay,
Good timing on this one.
great timing.
Mariola and Marek say we're interested in Bocas del Toro province. Can you tell us more about the community there?
Has anyone
Imagine
been
that.
there recently?
I don't know.
Do you see this face?
This morning.
He just got back like 2 hours ago from
Yeah.
Bocas.
So I went there on Tuesday to deliver a vehicle for one of the peeps. They hired us to do a private tour. Then they relocated to Bocas, and I was assisting them to get a brand new vehicle from Suzuki dealership. So Tuesday we delivered the vehicle, and I just got back today. Bocas, Bocas is a province. Everybody refers to the main island as Bocas Town, which is Isla Colon Island. There is other islands nearby. There is also expats and Panamanians. Colon Island, it's been becoming more developed. They just redid a lot of roads, so it's very easy. Citizens and expats are having a great time because their cars are not gonna get too beat up, because in the past where the roads were not that great. But now it's all pretty much all the island is being repaved. So new businesses, and we have now mainland power in the island. Before it was a huge power plant.
Like a diesel
Yeah.
generator, right?
Yeah, they used to have a generator, like with tons, burning tons of diesel daily. Now they have power lines from land. So the island is evolving. It is there is an airport. You can fly directly from Bocas Island to Albrook Airport, and it is good things happening in my opinion. I get to see every time, and everything is getting better. There is very high tourism as well. But both people prefer Bocas like a party. However, Bocas has also the nice residential area, and not just in the main island. There is other option like Bastimento Islands, Carenero, which is just Carenero is just across, so just 5-minute boat ride. So it is a place to check out. You definitely want to check it out first in order to make a commitment. You want to spend there at least a month to three, between 1 and 6 months. You will get the really grasp of the vibe of the island.
Yeah, it's for unique individuals, and we have
Yeah.
some wonderful good friends that have been on our tours that have
Yeah.
picked Bocas del Toro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say the cons is it's a little bit more limited on services and amenities. So, like the closest major private hospital is going to be in David, which is possibly a boat ride and like about a 3-hour bus ride away or car ride.
Cool. Question. Seems like a lot of Canadians, Americans are moving to Phuket. The housing rentals may not be enough. Erica, great question. And the same question I was asking 14 years ago. There's always people moving here, and there's always people leaving, and there's development to add more units. So we have no problem. We find rentals for all our guests. I don't know the exact number. I've never written it down, but how many guests this year we found rentals from? It's got to be approaching 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, or more. Yeah, so we have no problem finding rentals for guests. We've done that for somebody this week again.
Not us personally. We're not rentals agents.
No, yeah.
We
Our
will connect
team.
you.
Our team of,
Yes.
of agents. And,
We'll make sure you're
yeah.
connected with the person that's going to be right for you.
Yeah, we're not running. Well, we do sometimes go around because we like to see what's new. So
And I'm sorry, we can't just hand you over here this real estate company because that just doesn't work.
No.
We have learned from experience. So
Yeah.
we like the best agents around the country that work really well for our people.
And
That
that-
they
that-
can work with all of the different
exactly,
listings.
they work with everybody. Yes,
Mhm.
there are certain agents or real estate companies here that they're listing rentals people don't really share well, and you don't get to see everything that you need to see.
Mhm.
Okay. Mari, good question. Can you switch from an investor to Hupalato? I've yet to found a reason for someone to do this. Some people come in a bit younger as an investor's visa or friendly nations, and they feel that when they're 60, they should switch to the Hupalato because then they get the discounts. Well, untrue. You get the discounts no matter what visa. There's only 2 discounts you don't get when you don't come with a pensionado. One is a $10,000 exemption on the importation of goods. And when you're bringing in all your used goods, folks, there's little to no duties and taxes on it. And then you get to import a car, which most people don't anyways. But if you come in on any visa, any of the 27, 28 visas offered in Panama, once a woman reaches the age of 55 and a man reaches the age of 60, you get the pensionado, or what they're called in Panama, the jubilado discounts. Is jubilado an actual word for a retired person?
In Panama,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
without
not
that-
an international Spanish word, but
Yeah.
in Panama, it's
Yeah,
retired
without
person
me,
called
it means
jubilado.
retire.
Yeah, because also the retired Panamanians get those discounts too. It's not
Mhm.
just us expats.
Yeah, no, it just means retired here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same as pensionado visa because that's someone with a pension who would qualify for the visa.
Yes. Sounds like you answered yourself. I should have looked ahead there. Okay. Your cedulas expire. Well, technically no, but you have to renew it with a new picture every 10 years. That's the only expiration date on it.
Yeah, just like a driver's
Yeah,
license.
just like a
you know,
driver's license.
Just every 2 years, renew it.
You don't
At
have
your
to
local-
go. Yeah, you don't have to go through the process. It's a very like you don't have to go through the application process again.
Right, and the number stays the same.
When does the 90-day clock for foreign driver's license begin?
Begin.
And how is it monitored?
So
That's a simple one.
as soon as you enter the country, your stamp in your passport, that's the date when it begins.
And that's what the police will look at when they pull a foreigner over. They'll
Yes.
look at you'll hand them your foreign license, and they're going to ask for a passport. You don't have a passport, you're in trouble right there.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
must carry your passport on you, folks.
And your foreign driver's
Yeah.
license.
You
So
don't have
that's-
you don't have your passport. You can't get impounded. You go to immigration.
Yeah, some police officers will
Yeah.
allow a nice color copy of the passport of the stamp. Some
Yeah.
won't.
Or pictures on your
Some
phone.
won't.
Someone, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but that's the only way
just
it's
carry the
monitored. Is
passport.
if you are driving and you're pulled over or you show up at a checkpoint and you don't have those items within the 90 days, then you're going to be in trouble. But
There we go. I read you can rent golf carts in Coronado Beach area or golf courses. That's all the ones I know about. What do you guys know?
Golf cars is a great zone. In Coronado, just to clarify, Coronado is a gated community. It's not a town. So inside Coronado, you can drive a golf cart, side by side, a quad, an e-bike, whatever you want. Now, some people use the golf carts to go outside the gated community for the grocery stores, but it's still not hitting the highway.
Yeah.
That's the gray zone. You technically shouldn't, but because it's Coronado, cops won't give you a hard time.
Yeah.
But in other urban areas like Urbana, right on the street, no. You need to have a vehicle that has a plate, has all the
Plates, signal lights, seatbelts, that whole thing.
and register.
Yes, we do this in bilingual. Do you want to read that one, Megan?
gracias a la operación porque no estoy todavía jubilado, entonces puedo ir ahora con una visa diferente, después cambiarla a la visa de
That's an
jubilado.
answer. Okay.
It's because you don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's really no need to change your visa. Right. That, like Rod was telling you, Mauri, there's no reason to change it.
No, it
if you
costs a
already
fortune to do
have
it.
it, there's no benefit to
Yeah, you have
changing.
to
You already
resend
have
one
a
and then get
lifetime
another.
visa.
Yeah.
And if you are of retirement age, you get the retirement age
Discount.
discounts.
Mhm.
So unless you are in process and you want to switch, then you would change. You would save some money because the pensionado visa is a cheaper option. But if you already have the investor's visa, then you're good.
Okay, Peter, how many minimum months rental before the long-term discounts? The only thing, 3 to 4 months a year. Yeah. Short term, like if you're talking rentals along the beaches area, they're gonna have a price for December through April,
Yep.
and then they'll have a cheaper price in the rest of the year. So
Or if you commit for a year, they'll give you a solid price
Yeah,
for
you have
the
a
year
great
contract. Yeah.
cheap price.
Usually 6 to 12 months is when you're going to get a better price, especially if you're in low season. Those high season months are going to have a little bit of a premium on them. And then you'll want to start the pensionado visa application basically as soon as you're ready, as soon as it's convenient for you. Because, I mean, even if you're only spending a few months a year here, you're going to make that money back pretty quickly just on your flights that you're booking in and out of Panama. Copa is pretty lenient about offering that pensionado discount as long as the flight is in and out of Panama. So, and you're going to enjoy the discounts within country too. So if you are collecting a pension and plan to spend time in Panama, the visa is going to pay for itself.
Okay, Mike, I was born in Panama, so I'd have to enter as returning citizen since I had a schedule as a teenager but lost it. You qualify. You don't need a visa, Mike. You don't need a visa whatsoever. If you're a citizen of Panama, if you were born in Panama and had a cedula, your cedula, I mean, you could take a vacation here, go down to the tribunal in Panama City and find out what documents you need, get yourself a new cedula.
That's it.
And if you're over 60 years old, Mike, you get the discounts. You don't need a visa. It shouldn't cost you more than the cost of printing your cedula.
If you have your Panamanian birth certificate, that would really help the process.
Yeah, whatever you have, bring that.
Because otherwise you have to alert if you remember even your number.
That would help.
ID right away. The same day you get it.
Definitely. Okay. Great, guys. I'm taking some medication that may not be available in Panama. If I get it filled in the U.S., it's as much my family shipped my 3-month supply there. Let's talk about getting it to mail redirection. His family doesn't. Maybe his doctor will even ship to Florida.
Yeah, so you can do mail redirection here. That's how most people get any packages from the U.S. or anywhere else in the world. Mailboxes, etc., is one of the most popular options.
And best for medicine because they have their own doctor and staff.
Yes, so they'll approve. And then you can all of them will come through Miami or Florida, and you will pay on the weight of the item to get it from Florida to Panama. And that could be anywhere from $2.50 to $5 a pound, and you'll get it within 3 to 5 days, or if it's sea freight, 10 to 14 days, but it's pretty quick. And that will come to you, the office closest to you based on where you are in Panama. Now, we are having some Amazon delivery, but I don't think that's with Amazon Pharmacy.
No, not a pharmacy.
But you
can't
could
ship
do
any
Amazon
medicine.
Pharmacy through your mail redirector.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and to find out, Greg, if the medicine's available, I'm just putting a link into the chat right now. Go to this website, search for your medicine, not by the brand name, but by the active ingredient. If it doesn't find it, go to Google Translate to see if it's called something slightly different in Spanish. And you'll be able to see if the medicine's available here and what it costs.
But now you do want to be careful about if this is a restricted medication in Panama,
Yes.
what mail forwarder you're bringing it in through. Because some are going to require a prescription.
Yeah, you can't bring in narcotics.
Like
Opiates.
painkillers.
Yeah.
Opiates,
Yeah, thank you, Oscar.
Sort of like mental
You
health
can't bring
medications.
narcotics to Panama, Oscar. You know, you can't order those.
Like
online.
anxiety, depression,
yeah.
sleep medications,
Yeah,
painkillers,
opioids, psychotrops, or
antibiotics.
antibiotics. Everything else is fine.
Those are all restricted.
Are we? So if I sell a property I bought immediately after getting the investor's visa, there's two types of investor's visa. One is a friendly nations visa, and that is a $200,000 investment in real estate or a bank account.
And that
And-
requires 2 applications over
Yeah.
about a
2
3-year
applications
process.
over 3 years. Okay. And so 2.5 years, you'll probably be done. Then yes, you could sell it.
Mhm.
The qualified investors at visa will happen, your permanent residence will happen within 30, they say 30 days. It's always 45 to 60, sorry to say. But there is a time you must keep that investment for. It is 3 years, and they will check on it. And if you decide to sell it and get rid of it, they will take away your visa. So there is a minimum amount of time you have to keep.
So
your
basically
investment.
for both, it's about,
about 3 years,
300,000 or about 3 years. Sorry, I was going to say also for investors,
Oh, yeah.
qualified investors, it's a $300,000 investment.
that's
Is that right?
In my opinion, just get a CD, so you don't have to deal with the hassle to buy and sell.
It's a certified deposit, and then if you do fall in love with the place, you can take out a loan against your deposit for probably 1 or 2%,
Yeah,
and then end with the property.
yeah. If you want to come in with a real estate, just get a CD.
Or if you don't want to rush with real estate, because with Friendly Nations, you could start CD on your first
Mhm.
application and switch to real estate on your second
And
application.
you make money.
There we go.
You
Okay.
can make
Are
money
there
with real estate.
Spanish lessons readily available? Is it better to take online lessons? Well, I didn't learn Spanish. Megan did, so she's answering this one.
Yes, there are a lot readily available. You could do it online. There are great local tutors all over Panama. Definitely, if you know you're moving to Panama, get connected with a local tutor in Panama, because the Spanish is so different in every Spanish-speaking country, even different from province to province within Panama. So if you can get connected with a Spanish tutor in the town that you're moving to, that's going to be the best. They're going to speak with the accent that you're going to hear, speak with the vocabulary that you're going to hear. We have a lot that we can recommend. So if you come with us, I always send those recommendations over, but they'll do Zoom calls with you. They have group classes if you're here, and that's going to help you advance a lot. Although it's just about like getting out there and speaking it. Like I studied a lot before I moved here, but once I actually moved and was living in rural areas only speaking Spanish, that's when I really started to become fluent. So getting over the fear of just trying.
How did you learn Spanish, Oscar?
Well, I remember was back in 1983.
Oh, sorry.
I was saying carro, and then I learned how to say carro.
And
Yeah.
one means expensive, and one means a car.
No,
That's right.
but the most important with the language is even like for me as a Latino who learn English, um, learning the ways of the town that you are, the country you are in Spanish. It is good, but always make sure to learn the neutral Spanish. Make sure you learn all the neutral standard ways because if you practice the colloquial ways in the town, you go, let's say you go travel to Colombia, you go travel to anywhere, nobody's can understand you nothing. So it's important to know the local slang because that's who you are, but also you need to learn, make sure you learn neutral Spanish. Same thing for me because if I learn in one way to speak just one slang, I'll be like,
But most tutors are going to teach you that the correct way to speak.
And Oscar never really took English lessons.
I did. I mean, back in school, high school,
Oh, no,
but
yeah,
not
no.
to become like semi-bilingual as I
And
am.
Megan didn't really take Spanish lessons.
No, I
No,
studied
yeah,
all through,
studied.
even through college.
Yeah.
I got a Spanish minor.
Mhm.
I got here and I had no idea what anyone was saying.
No idea what, and I'm still struggling, guys. So,
I didn't have a minor.
So-
Immersion is the best.
all
teacher.
honor to Oscar
Yeah.
and Megan. They are bilingual. I'm not. Is there a fish market and produce vegetable? I saw a produce vegetable market once. No, just kidding. We have so many, Alan and Bob. Oh my
One
God.
major fish market, but a lot of fish guys.
Guys, yeah. Back of a pickup truck. Best
Yeah.
place to buy your fish.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Mr. Miguel.
Specifically the red pickup truck. That's a
We
good
have-
one.
It's always on the BCP Tuesday Market.
We have one building, Ellen, and that is owned by the city. It's called the Mercado, and they rent out about 10 by 15 spots. There's 30 of them, maybe 40 of these spots. And I don't remember, I don't know what it is now, but when they built the building about 10 years ago, they were like $12 a month and they got these spots.
I just found this out today. You know
What?
what it is now?
How much?
Monday through Thursday, you don't pay anything.
Yeah.
And then Friday through Sunday, it's $5 a day.
Yeah, so it's gone up a little bit. Because
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah,
$60 a month.
Yeah, like crazy. And all these places are full with local vendors, people who have backyards. There's even a fish guy there now, but people who have backyards that grow a bunch of vegetables, they bring their crops. There is the rancher that brings his cattle. There's a chicken guy. There's just
A little bit of everything.
a little bit of
There's little
everything.
stands.
And then
right in the center of
in
town.
every neighborhood, you have your fruit and vegetable stand.
Yep.
Every neighborhood. Like there's you can't live somewhere without being 5 blocks from it.
And then there are farmers
Local
that
fruit
do
and vegetable.
deliveries or special orders that you pick up at the local market.
And then we have the Tuesday and Thursday markets in Boquete with a whole bunch more vendors come and you get some organic stuff in there, like certified organic. So yeah, lots of that stuff here.
Great food options.
If you live in Boquete and have a stroke or heart attack, what advice to do? What is about, okay, let's do
What
that
about
one.
a cancer diagnosis
Well,
requiring
we
regular
call
chemo?
911, which is Rodney Direct. We call it, there's a bilingual service called Rodney Direct, RODNY Direct, nothing to do with me. And there's bilingual 24/7. It's like 911, but it's an actual number. You got to program in your phone. And they will call the different ambulance services available. There's 3 different services. And until they find one that's available, they come to your house and they take you to the hospital. The ambulance ride is about 30 minutes. And they will have a paramedic on board. So it's like as if you lived in rural North America, not a big city. Okay. There's not going to be an ambulance at your door in 8 minutes and a hospital in 6. Okay. Boquete is rural. Mm-hmm. And what about cancer diagnosis requiring chemo treatments? What are your experience with healthcare? Well, if you're fully insured, Peter, like you have insurance here, you're good to go. They definitely U.S. standards or above, I'm going to say. Just from the guests, I've never had experience in either. Well, Megan had a baby, so she experienced the private health care system here. And Oscar, I don't know, hit me with his hand once and broke it. And that's so like we haven't had many hospital, but
we've heard
we've had
about
many guests are in there. They're just amazed at the care, like getting the cell phone number from the surgeon. You call me tomorrow, tell me how you're doing, care like that. And but
yeah, you will have your doctor's personal phone number here.
So, but if you're in the private system, we also have guests that have gone that way and that have had cancer diagnoses, and they get their chemo treatment in the public system for $5 a chemo session. And you don't have to, you can rewind that if you want. I said $5, okay? And but then they decided to go in the private system to have the complete surgery. I won't go into details. It was a fraction of the cost. Like it was under $15,000. So, but they decided because it fit their time schedule and they wanted to work with their specific doctor. But they did all their chemo sessions and radiation and stuff in the public system. So, yes, if you're over 75 right now, you have limited options for full health insurance. You can use the the public system, but you have more limited options in healthcare. You get some options, but limited. If you're under that, or if you're in your 50s and 60s, you got tons of options. I'm 61. I pay $248 a month for health insurance, and it's 100% coverage. There is no copay.
We find that most expats using the private system here are way more impressed with the medical system here versus the US because it's very personal. It's not rushed. The doctors you're going to be directly in contact with your doctor, not, working through the secretary.
Okay, please explain medical care for US vet. Hey, Willis, that's a great question. And it depends on a lot of things. Now, what I want you to do for sure is go to our YouTube channel. I'm just typing here. It never comes up when I want to, Megan. And yeah, go to our YouTube channel and there's a healthcare video that Megan's going to find and put the link in. That talks specifically about healthcare for vets. There are, as you know, there's TRICARE, there's TRICARE for Life, there's FMP, there's all these letters and acronyms that everyone is different. And we could have a whole hour, and we did have a full thing on it. So watch your chat, and within minutes, the link we will post in there. Okay. And there's contact number within that link of people you can contact down here to see the what you can get as a vet depending on your level and your care needed down here. Mm-hmm. Live. No, just click on live.
It's in special, right?
Okay. No. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't see the next question. Applying for a pension and ask for the address you're living in Panama and your Panama phone number. Okay, Panama phone number. Well, by the way, Steve, you can't apply for a pensionado until you're here. So if you're looking at the form that the lawyer sent you, you're just going to have to hold out filling those two things in because your application is not made until you're here physically with you here. So the phone number is a matter of going to a street corner vendor and buying a $2 SIM. Now you have a phone number, okay? And getting an address is you're going to have to, if you're depending where you're applying. There's Panama City, there's David. Some of the immigration places will take just the hotel where you're staying temporarily. So those aren't a problem. But if you're just looking at the, which I think you might be at the forms that you're filling in, those can be completed at your lawyer's office.
I just shared the link directly to our latest healthcare Q&A.
Okay, dress and hair code. I hope there's no hair code because I don't have
dress and hair code
left.
Yeah, no, that's only for government offices, and maybe some banks in Panama City. So if you're going to immigration office, you want to dress business casual, cover your shoulders, long pants, closed-toed shoes.
Don't think there's a hair one though, is there?
The hair has to be off your face.
Oh, yeah.
Just for your picture.
Applying for a pen. Oh, yeah. We just did that one. There we go. Did I miss you talk about? Oh, yeah. This is the entire conversation tonight. So keep watching and watch the replay if you want.
Yeah. Check out our YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pineapple. Big giant pineapples for $1. We find
Love
them in the
that.
back of pickups. I always stop because those are the best.
Yeah, share that comment from Carter.
This happens all over the country. The guys will, I don't know if they own the pineapple farm or they just stop there during the night and they loaded the back of the pickup.
Right.
But then they will sell these for $1 a piece, and they're like, if you cut it open, like I always cube mine. Your house smells like pineapple air freshener for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet.
Yeah. Very good.
That's always one of the visitors' favorites. That sweet pineapple.
Hey, Matt, I've decided to move tomorrow. Perfect. How long before we can move, live there full time? Well, if you have a pensionado visa, like typically we've had people arrive here and just stay because most of the stuff they can get from here. It's a little more hassle and a little more costly to get your FBI, real hassle to get your FBI background check because the fingerprint processing.
Depending where you're moving from, ideally you're at least 1 month out, and we would connect you with our lawyer today, and they would immediately tell you the exact paperwork that you need to collect in the next 2 weeks. Then you book your flight, you come down with all that information. They're making sure you have everything you need, and then as soon as you arrive, you have your immigration appointment that same week when you arrive. Now, one caveat is that you will need a return ticket because you'll be entering on a tourist visa.
Mm-hmm.
So make that with free changes or free cancellations, something like that, if you're planning to stay longer and don't want to leave right within those 3 to 6 months, depending where you're coming from.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's pretty quick. And then within 6 months, you'll have your permanent visa.
Yeah, within 2 weeks or so, like Megan said, like you're going to have your temporary. You can, so be great. Okay, life flights available. Oh, are you talking about expatriation, like health, medical flights? Yeah, you can buy an insurance plan with that stuff in it. That's going to be travel insurance. Panama insurance company, international insurance company here is not going to fly you to the States. If you're in the States, they might fly you back to Panama. So, yeah. But if you're talking about if you don't have insurance here, your travel insurance should be able to offer you emergency flights back home if you're traveling there. You purchase hospitalization by Panama.
Bill, I think we just.
Okay. Can you help me with this one, Megan? I've read it twice and it's confusing to me.
Yeah, right. Can you purchase hospitalization from Panama? Is there a time you have to live there first?
You talking health insurance?
Must be health
Yeah,
insurance.
Ray, scroll back in the chat, not much, about 10, 15 posts to Megan's healthcare video. And it's an hour-long video that talks everything. It's like a Q&A like this, but we're interviewing experts. We're interviewing the patient administrator for Punta Pacifica Hospital, the #1 hospital in the country. We're interviewing a Medicare Advantage gentleman, and we're interviewing one of the top health insurance experts in the country. That's what you need to do. This, like we don't want, like we could spend 20 minutes on this question.
Yeah, you do have to have started residency in order to get health insurance here.
Mm-hmm.
But as a tourist or paying out of pocket, you can use the hospitals and private or public system here.
Hey, Bill, it all depends on the flight. And by the way, the discounts, Copa has really tightened up on their discounts too. The discount is the flight must originate in Panama and then return to. Now, some airlines, you might get away with doing it the other way around. Copa reversed their policy last week, and they're only allowing it like the law states. It must So any airline that operates out of Panama must allow the discount. Now, how you do it with Copa, you go online and you put the hold for 24 hours button and you save it. Then you call them up and you give them the six-digit code, and they set you up the first time. They'll have you email them a scanned copy of your ID so you don't have to. And then the next time you do, it's very simple.
It's all right on their website, and once you set it up once, then you'll be good to go. But you have to be a resident in Panama in order to get the discount.
And you must be able to show them the pensionado card.
And a permanent card, not a temporary card.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's not to fly here. It's to fly from here somewhere and back. Is it true that once you become a resident, you can no longer drive with a foreign driver's license? Oh, yes. Not true, but very important, Mommy. Because the minute you get your temporary visa, your foreign license is no longer valid. Your vehicle will be towed, and you'll get big fines. You'll be out about $700.
Yep. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Now, this is Greg Thompson guy. Do you know him?
Hey, Dad.
Wait, what? That's an expression.
Thanks
The
for
Health
joining.
Shirt International, just for Panama, which Rod spoke out. No, I was 248 for an old guy like you, Greg, who's 3 years older than me.
Right.
And you would be probably close to that, like
Okay,
271 a month. That is 100% coverage, no copay, $1,000 deductible for outpatient only.
Somebody's looking to move.
Yes.
But if you have
Do we need to book you the tickets?
Advantage,
Yeah.
we'd have to look at your plan. But if you have Advantage, that would work for emergencies here.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys probably aren't thinking of full time, but if you're here for at least 6 months of the year, you could have an international plan here. And
Yeah, but then you got to every year you got to go through the medical. It takes you a month or two to get it. So if you're here 6 months, I would just go with the Advantage plan.
Yeah.
Because if you're diagnosed with, no, we're not even going to say that. I don't speak those things out loud, Craig.
If one were to be diagnosed,
If one were to be diagnosed with a serious illness, they could go back home on their Medicare to get it. So Medicare Advantage covers you for emergencies only, folks. Like, you get hit by a big bus and you get hit, or you get hit, you have a heart attack, stuff. If you go into an hospital through the emergency room door, typically Medicare Advantage covers you without paying up front in most hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And actually, a lot of the major private hospitals here, you can pre-register.
Yeah. And the problem is, if you live here, it doesn't always work, because you could go in to see your doctor tomorrow and he's going to say, you need to see a cardiologist. Cardiologist says, oh, you need a heart stent put in. You go to the hospital and say, oh, I have Medicare Advantage. They say, too bad, it's not an emergency. Go home and get your heart stent.
Yeah. So for full timers, it's not the best option. For part timers, it's a great option, because probably you're going to be going back to the States or wherever anyway.
In the event that Dad and Mom are coming here to live with you guys full time, then your health insurance would be about $281. Oscar, you got a big enough house yet?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. See, he says. Okay. Is the health insurance international or just Panama? Mine. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's international.
Mia, from the U.S. with furlough RIF next week, that could be my trigger to sell my house and move there full time.
Great.
Wonderful. Welcome.
That's all we need is a trigger. I had a trigger, and I ended up down here. You mentioned you would be hosting a Q&A regarding tax. Yes, Deanne. We're trying to schedule that. Our guest was away, so I'm trying to schedule that for October. It was supposed to be September. September's almost over, as you know it. So, Deanne, it will be coming. And if you're
that's
on
a
our
big one
newsletter,
for Canadians.
sorry, I got it. I forgot something.
We just had a guest maybe 2 weeks ago. He's moving here.
Yeah.
And he sold his house and had mentioned that he was moving to Panama. And he got this huge scare because the seller's agent heard this and wanted to immediately withhold 25%.
Yeah, 25%. It's a new
for
law
a
in Canada.
potential
You don't-
exit tax
don't-
from Canada.
Yeah, for a potential exit tax. But don't, I know a lot of Canadians want to move here. So I just put the link into our website. Please click on the newsletter, or you can scroll down and just fill in the newsletter so you will get notification of the future Q&As.
It's a big one. And we have a couple great experts in country that we want to come on so they can help give you guys all the answers you need.
Okay, skipped ahead a few. What about other airlines? Any airline that operates out of Panama, United, AA, who else?
Delta?
Yeah, Delta. For Canada, you can't get it on Air Transat and Sunwing because they don't operate out of here. They fly to here and they go back. They don't. You can't buy a ticket from here and go on one of those airlines. So all the U.S. airlines that actually fly here, yes, you can. But even airlines like Air France, if you are in Panama, you want to take a trip to Paris, yeah, you'll get 25% off that ticket.
Avianca, any of the Latin
Avianca,
American
yeah.
ones.
Okay. Marie.
As a resident, if I only want to rent and live in different places every few months, am I supposed to report change of address? How do you do that?
Mari, it's a difficult question, and so many things are happening with that address thing. We're not even telling people what to do, honestly. Like our lawyer saying that if you can't just right now, it's taking immigration and David 3 months to get an appointment to change your address. And then when you get there, they're fining you because you're late, even though the late was them taking 3 months. So that whole thing, we see it changing very quickly. So maybe it's going to be a 5-year update on addresses, or there's going to be an online terminal more than likely open up where you can change your address.
But let's just be real.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they are going to know unless
you tell them.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you are doing a major address change where you're like, you know what, this is where I'm going to be for a while, then plan to go change it at the moment you get your new lease or your new house title, at which point you will not be late because that's a new lease.
Oh, in David they got to do it in Panama City now.
Well, because they're so far out. Right. But we think the rush is going to
the whole thing's caused a problem. They don't realize there's somewhere between 100 and 200,000 expats living here. The process to change the address takes about an hour on the computer for an employee. Like they don't have the manpower to do it right now. So,
and as we know from administration to administration, things change a lot in Panama. So who knows in a year from now if this will still be enforced.
Hey, it's James.
This is an old law, by the way. It's not a new law.
Yeah, this is 2008.
They just decided out of nowhere, let's start enforcing this. The government right now is trying to enforce more laws in order to get more money.
Yeah, because they're fining people $100, so they're generating a bunch of cash.
Mm-hmm.
But it means nothing. Is your address actually in the system? We don't even know if they're actually recording anything. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
James was in the July tour. He wants to get a hold of Oscar. Send him a WhatsApp, James.
Yeah, just send him a WhatsApp and you guys can set
now,
up a call.
And then you can set up a call for sure.
Yeah, probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow morning.
How do you get your e-cedula and driver's license when you're on the Friendly Nations investor visa? That takes 2 years. Nope. Your driver's license comes at the temporary visa stage, not the permanent. If you arrive in Panama, your lawyer applies 3 weeks later, you're at immigration, you have your temporary visa card, you can no longer drive. That's why you need to plan to try to get that done the same day. There's 2 ways to do it. Megan, want to go into the ways? No?
Sorry.
What?
You started answering before I read. It's like a multiple part question.
Yeah. What is? Well, no, well, yeah, it's two different things. Cedula and driver's license are two separate items.
Right.
It's doing driver's license first.
But your cedula you won't be able to get until the end of the 3 years.
Yeah, the
So
cedula you don't get until you have your permanent.
Right. So that will be all the way at the end.
Yeah.
If you have a good lawyer, like we could refer you to, feel free to reach out if you need that. They can support in all of these processes. Just make sure to tell them up front, I'm interested in the e-cedula and driver's license add-on, and they'll send you the full quote for everything. And they have facilitators that can support you with this. The e-cedula you can't get until at least a month after you have your permanent residency card. Your driver's license, like we mentioned earlier, your foreign driver's license is no longer valid as soon as you apply for residency. So you want to, if you're going to be driving in Panama every day, you want to try and line that up to be able to get your Panamanian driver's license as soon as you have your temporary residency card. So if you're from the US, you actually have to go in person to the US Embassy in Panama and get your authentication paperwork. So their appointments can be a few weeks out sometimes. So plan to get that appointment ahead of time so that you can have that paperwork ready. It's good for at least 30 days, I think, in the eyes of Sertrasen.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get your residency card, you can just go right over to Sertrasen and get your Panamanian driver's license. There's a couple other things you'll need to make sure you get to. I think we have a good article about it. Maybe we could share to you guys. But if you can get your lawyer's office or facilitator in Panama City to help, they're going to make it really smooth for you.
All right on. Okay. Carter says, how about Air Canada? Air Canada doesn't fly out of Panama anymore, Carter, unless you know something. You've heard something I don't know. They stopped flying out of Toronto almost 2 years ago. They had an office here, and we could get a discount. You don't have to have a official lease. You apply at the Panama City office right now, and I'm saying right now to all the people who are watching this down the road. Things change in Panama all the time. They're accepting letters from the hotel that so-and-so is staying here for 3 weeks as they're applying for the visa. Because there's nothing in the permanent visa process that requires you to live in Panama. Okay. Somebody said WestJet. Yeah.
Wait, you skipped my mom's comment.
Okay.
I'm getting good
Sorry,
support from my
WestJet.
parents tonight.
Yeah. There won't be discounts on WestJet because WestJet doesn't operate out of Panama. They fly. They don't have, well, unless they open an office here, and officially they're more like Air Transat, where, in other words, if WestJet allows you to buy a one-way ticket from Panama City to Calgary, then yes, you'll get a discount. Where are you? And now we have Mom. Hey, Mom, how are you? Is it Daughter's
Thanks,
Day?
Mom.
Ooh. Gracie, Dutchie, it's
When are
Daughter's
you guys
Day.
moving?
Okay. Okay. What is it?
That was
It's
the
8
perfect
o'clock.
amount of questions.
Oh, I know. You guys,
Wow.
we answered them so fast this
Hour
this
flew
time, guys.
by.
Well, anyone else have any more questions? Should we make her a bigger announcement? Okay, it's not
yes.
huge,
Announcement time.
but we are
Announcement
taking,
time. Ding,
As
ding,
you-
ding, ding.
yeah, as you know, we're doing 4 Q&As. We want to
Every
bring some
Thursday.
highly specialized Q&As, but we are going to do a members only Q&A. They're going to be for like once a week. We're still doing 3 Q&As for people who aren't clients of ours a month. So it's still going to be lots of Q&As, but we're going to have 1 per month of people who have been on our tour or our Panama Total Access Pack or have been booked on a future tour and have committed to the Panama Total Access Pass. And we're going to bring on some top tier guests that we have, people you're going to meet on the tour, so you can talk to them before, get some of your answers done and stuff. Like our lawyers will be on there, and our real estate people and rentals people. You can really, who else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people who are really serious about the move, you're already booked on a tour, you just came on a tour, you have the access pass. We're going to do one a month of all of our Q&As is going to be
at the most
members only Q&A. So sorry for our general viewers. We still love you. You're still going to get 3 of our Q&As every month.
So
we're going to do a special one for the people that are really wanting to get in, dig into those serious questions as they're planning for their move. Bring on some of our local experts that can speak directly to their questions because they're ready to do this.
that probably should we call it was like a the Q&A.
The Yay Q&A. That's what we're going to name it. There we go.
So the folks that are down at the tour will.
But it's
understand
easy
that.
to get on it, and they're going to be every month. Is join us with an access pass.
Yeah, it's also, like you guys have your one-on-one calls for us, but it's nice to be in even a more specialized group of people who are really seriously making the move right now, because you learn from each other's questions, you get to connect with the community, and we'll be able to answer your questions. Every month you can jump on with us, and you're already clients of us, so we're going to dig into your questions and make sure they get fully answered.
Okay, Michelle asked, process for doing dogs. Horses is a little different, but dogs and cats, I just posted into the chat.
You can do horses too, just different.
Yeah, you can do horses. What happened when you pass away in Panama? How do you get your body back? The cheapest way is by boat. Oh. Hopefully, a lot of people do ashes, but yeah, no, you can. It goes on a plane.
You need to have a will in Panama
Definitely.
outlining all of this.
Yeah, if you have the will, but if your spouse dies here and they wanted to be buried back, I've known people to do it.
Yeah.
The airlines will do it, and so they will. Cost of living at the present, well, anywhere between. You could live here. William, I'm going to go for a single. What is it? No, a couple.
We just had a great cost of living article out just a couple weeks.
We did. So you could live here comfortably as a couple, including rent, for starting at $2,000 a month, going to $5,000 a month. The $5,000 you would be pretty yay as our term of the night, but yeah, you could do it on $2,000 easily. You could rent for places in $600, $700, $800, $900 a month, and the rest is your groceries, meals, and stuff like that.
Right. For basic monthly budget, we're not saying that includes all of your international travel as well,
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you'll be very comfortable with that.
Hey Willie, once you book a tour, guys, you 30 days before the tour, you get access to our members area, and you get Panama Toll Access Pass book on the morning of the tour. Oscar hands them all out. And we expect you to read all 480 pages by the end of the tour with this exam. Just kidding.
However, if you prefer to have it shipped to you before,
we can do that too.
Yes, we're happy to ship it beforehand and give you early access. You just lock in your deposit with us, and then you get immediate total access pass access.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And we ship you the book, and we pay for that shipping. We forgot about that. We're paying for that shipping.
Yes.
Oh well.
No problem.
They're our guests. It's not an issue. We'll take care of you. Hey, Amanda, weren't we just talking last night? Carlos, it's Amanda. Oh, okay, guys, we are closing after 8 o'clock.
Bien, gracias, y tú.
Bien, gracias, y tú.
Bien, gracias, y tú. All right, guys, thank you so much. We're going to do another one of these because we find sometimes we throw other stuff in and people just want general questions like you guys tonight. There's so many of them, and hope we were able to answer them. So,
thank you so much, all of you, for your precious time and for your following us. And many of you, they trust in us and hopefully in booking with us, allow us to have the opportunity to show you the country and to take care of you. And
we love to do it.
Yeah, we love to do it. That's what we're here for. This is our passion. This is our commitment, and this is
we're welcoming you to the community.
Yes.
Right on. Okay, guys.
Hasta luego.
Bye.
Hasta la próxima.
See you next week.